Hey, Steve Gamache here for Chef Knives to Go with another quick look product review. This is a oldie but goodie here, a classic for good reason. This is the Takamura Migaki SG2 Santoku 170mm knife. This knife, in fact, the previous video on this that this is replacing shows it as R2, but R2 and SG2 are essentially the same steel. So this is a thin, high-performance blade with great reputation and has been around for quite some time, but is just excellent. And that, again, as I said, it's a classic for a reason. It's a great knife. This is composed of 3 layers. So we've got the core cutting edge steel is SG2 powdered metallurgy, full stainless steel. It's fine grained. It's reasonably easy to sharpen. About 62, 63 Rockwell on the hardness. It holds a great edge. Again, this blade is thin, high performance. On either side of that hard core steel, you've got a soft stainless cladding with vertical finishing marks you can see there. The weight and dimensions can vary just a touch from knife to knife. This particular one is 145 grams or 5.1 ounces. The edge length is about 170, 171, about 6 3/4 inches. And the overall length is about 300 millimeters, or a little under 12 inches. These are thin, and so this one's about, I measured about 1.65 millimeters thick all the way down. Not a lot of distal taper, but it's not very thick anyway. When you start to hit the grind, then these get quite thin towards the tip, and they're also quite thin at the edge. These are known as very high performance knives. So there's your edge. You can see that's doggone thin. They've got a little bit of relief at the corners of the spine. They've got a little bit of relief at the corners of the choil. These are a full 6, maybe 7 out of 10 edge out of the box. Typically very good edge out of the box, quite sharp. The handle, blade height, sorry, let's go back to that. Blade height is 46.6. So you've got plenty of clearance here on the cutting board for your fingers. What's nice is the neck here flows right out of that. It's a pinned on bolster, but it flows right out of that bolster right there. It's really super comfy for a pinch grip, so you can just drop your finger there and pinch it and you're good to go. Balance point, as you might guess, is going to be a little handle heavy because this handle, it's not a full tang, but it's a light blade. So the balance point is really going to be right about there. So pinch grip's going to be a little handle heavy, but again, not out of the ordinary for this style of Western or Yo handle. Speaking of the handle, it's made out of rosewood, very nicely finished, appropriately sized for the blade. You can see the tang is not a full tang, which helps lighten that handle a little bit. Got your stainless rivets there, pinned on bolster. Again, nice fit and finish on it. Let's get our beauty shot here. So you can see it's a little hard to tell, but this might be laser engraved. I know this looks embossed. This either could be embossed or possibly laser engraved. It's a little hard to tell, but it's nice looking. It kind of pops pretty good on the finish there, regardless of how it was done. And on the left side of the blade, you've got some, looks like pressed in embossed kanji and information there as well. On the cutting board, again, this is a light, thin, high-performance blade with great edge retention. This would be a super prep blade in an environment that you got maybe on a line where you're tight, a little bit tighter space, but great edge retention for lots of volume. So here is your edge profile. They do a great job with the edge profile on this. It's just, it flows into a nice stop at the back. You've got a great flat section there for chopping, kind of medium belly, and then I can still get pretty high on a tip, you know, raising the tip for a rock. So it'll rock really nicely on kind of medium, small stuff. You can do tip draws with it without getting excessively high on the handle. And again, you got a nice flat spot towards the back. So quite a versatile profile for that 170mm cutting edge area. And just, again, a classic high performance, high value line, or knife that's been around for quite some time and continues to be very popular for a reason. So this is the Takamura Migaki SG2 Santoku 170mm knife.